to the live stream. So today we're back watching some racist video against Indians in Bilibili. It's for some weird reason I cannot find. So yesterday I watched a video like this one, but for some weird reason the title has been changed, I guess. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it turns out I guess people live in another world. So I have opened up Bilibili, search India. I have opened up Red Note, search India as well. Okay, so for now we can. So I was watching this video. Yeah, this one. So maybe we can start here. So the video title is like the upper class people from India lives in another place, right? In a different place of the world. So let's watch it together, guys. I hope it's okay. Like you can ask me to search anything and I will search it in Blady. Okay, so we can start from here.
来了，这印度高种姓长得他妈都跟白人一样。You are one of the best。这是印度，你敢信？看我后边小姑娘。
So look at the girl behind me. So isn't she quite fair skinned? The high caste in India all look just like white people. So that's that's fucking racist. The video starts with pure racism. Like it's not normal racism, it's just literal racism, right? So it's saying, hi, welcome. Oh, Wang Laosu, welcome to the live stream. So we're watching racist videos again. So look, he's saying like the high caste people in India looks just like white people. So that's just starting with like racism, right? Because he's trying to portray like white people as high class, brown people as low caste. That's a little bit. Even though this guy looks pretty brown to me. This guy is also brown, literally brown, literally brown, but he just chooses from all the brown people, he chooses the one who have a fairer skin. So I think that if you guys don't know about, like if you go to like South Asia is a very diverse country. So you're gonna see a lot of pigmentation, different pigmentation, because it's a big continent, right? It's subcontinent. So it's a very big subcontinent. So people will have different pigmentation. So it's not like if you're rich, you're gonna be whiter, yada yada yada. That's a little bit of a bullshit and a little bit of a racist.
People were meeting, they were discussing the idea. 年轻人聚集地，大姐带着孩子或者要饭，印度酒吧就这样。后来是明星，他
The home of a Bollywood star Amir Khan with beggars all over the floated.
这样汉的家，富人区全是要饭，直接在印度人点菜吃饭，你敢想吗？大家好啊，我现在在印度的第一大城市，金融体再次开启一个有。
Activating the rich mode here. So today again, he's being a fucking dick. So let's experience together the luxurious life of India's high caste wealthy elite. So the caste system doesn't just mean the caste system was abolished a long time ago. So there are people who are maybe lower caste but still rich. It doesn't mean that just only the high caste people. So the thing that he's trying to show here is like, oh, only there is like his mindset is like 200 years ago, right? So he's trying to show like a certain extent that people are still based on the caste. Yes, caste is pretty much still involved, not just in India, but in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in entire South Asia. But the way he's trying to show it is like a pyramid, and it's kind of stupid because I think he's an idiot. So that's why he's doing that. But it's not like that. Understand? It's more complicated. There is more details to it, but because his audience are probably racist as well, so he's trying to portray this in a more racist way.
姓有钱人过着怎样的奢华生活？大家看我面前这个街道，虽然看着不怎么样啊，但是其实它这后边有很多豪华的公寓。这个区域啊是宝莱坞明星住的地方，这边有很多咖啡馆啊、酒吧啊。咱今天先来服用一顿早餐。Hello。 Morning. Can I sit here? Thank you so much. 这一篇有一个地方
But his English is better than the last guy we watched before.
叫孟买咖啡屋，它这个孟买还是以前那个殖民时期孟买的写法是吧？现在已经
It has a little bit of history to it, like he is putting some things here, right? So it's good.
菜单都是
The menu, King's veg breakfast,
素的和不素的，因为印度教很多人他是
because many people in Hinduism are vegetarian.
素，但是素的不
Okay, another thing, guys, I want to mention is that Hinduism is not a unified religion. Okay, so back in the days, people used to worship many, many gods, and because people used to worship many, many gods, people used to uh, just not a unified religion. Just think about Greek religion, right? So different people worship different gods. So it just, how to say? I also don't know how to explain this in a proper way. Okay, let's try to make another video about this, like just Hinduism.
便宜啊，素的国王早餐也60块钱。Can I have English breakfast? Yes, just regular standing up. Thank you. Thank you. 然后后边这个桌的姐俩说了英语，但是都是印度人，可能
Perhaps High-Caste primarily. I mean, he's just basically racist, right? I mean, he's not weirdly racist. This is different type of racism, right? This is like stupid racism, not even like a very smart racism. It's like very stupid racism because you can see, like he's saying, like perhaps high-caste Indians primarily communicate in English among themselves. India is a British colony, right? So because it's a British colony, so people are gonna speak English as, of course, due to colonization. Most likely what happened, like it doesn't matter like if you're upper class or a lower class, right? As long as you are in a certain like you are, how to say, you have proper education, you're gonna speak English, right? If you go to like beggars who are begging for money, doesn't have education, doesn't have anything, of course they're not educated enough to speak English or any other languages, right? Just their native languages. So that's just basically being stupid, right? And again, he said, oh, all upper class people are white. Not white, brown, right? So what happened?
印度高女性之间的沟通都用英语是吧？就是印式英语啊，就相当于他如果
English is equivalent to Mandarin here? No, of course not. I mean, again, that's just again stupid, right? He's saying that English is equivalent to Mandarin. I mean, no, it's not, right?
啊，因为印度种民
India has many ethnic groups. There are also many dialects. No. So again, like, because I don't know why he's like this, but he doesn't understand the concept of India, or he doesn't understand like language and dialects. So there's many multiple languages, not just dialects, right? In his mind, he's saying that because in China there's a lot of dialects. I know maybe he knows these things, but he's just doing this to be racist or something. So in China there's multiple dialects in instead of languages. There are multiple languages as well. Like there are multiple ethnic minorities, but in India there are multiple languages. And if you want to know how many languages are there in India, so you can Google it, right? There are 121 languages in India, not dialects, okay? There is a very, very distinct, how to say, differentiation between language and dialects. So that one is, he's in his mind, he's just saying these things, I don't know, to portray a certain stereotype or something that he wants to, who knows? But he's not just being racist, he's being classist and a little bit pathetic, because that's not normal, right? He's being a nice racist, so we think like he's not a racist, but he's still a racist because the things he's saying is a little bit stupid.
言也多，有好多地方的方言
Regional dialects that are mutually incomprehensible, of course, because it's a fucking language, it's not dialect. I'm not sure like if the translation is correct or not. I'm going again, guys. Remember, I'm going based on the AI subtitle. So
或他
let's see.
听不懂，就是南方北方的方言都不通，所以咱
Okay.
很多人都习惯用英语交流。
No, it's just in general because it's a British colony. So people who are working professional, they believe that if you use English, it's better. But that way, so many people speaks English. And again, it's just a British colony. So every country that is British colonized, in some extent, they speak English.
来到英属殖民地，怎么能不来一顿英式早餐呢？是不是感觉这个有点印度的改良版？啊，是吧？炸土豆饼什么之类的，我要了一个黑咖啡，在这边开始服用吧。一会儿你们猜猜这一顿饭要多少钱？不是特别便宜吧？我感觉还行吧，是这么个吃法吧？这个豆这味道是没什么可说的，就想象什么味儿就是什么味儿。这边竟然还能找着猪肉肠，你敢信吗？因为印度人他不
Yes, Indians don't eat pork, so that's also not true. Pork or beef, so he's going towards like Hinduism again and Muslim. So there are multiple. So this is something that I don't understand, that people don't understand. There are multiple religion, there are multiple caste, and sorry, not there are multiple ethnic groups, right? So in general, so he's like an AI, right? It's like going best on AI or something like that. So what it is like is that, so Muslim people don't eat pork, right? It's not just about India, it's about everywhere. Hi, welcome to the live stream. And Hindu people does not eat uh beef, right? Not all Hindu people. There are some Hindu people who eats beef, but to a certain extent, people who believes in the religion, they do not eat beef. So I sorry, they do not eat beef because cow is like a god. To a certain extent, cow is like believed like a representation of the art, like planet art, as far as I remember. Okay, I can be wrong. You guys can correct me on that as well. So uh he's just like being crazy, right?
吃猪肉，
Welcome. Welcome to live
在
stream.
这里要吃一顿英式早餐了。曾经英国人在印度的殖民地
Colony in India was based in this
就
Mumbai.
备出来这个孟买。其实最早的时候，孟买不属于英国人，最早这里属于葡萄牙人。
So
后
he
来
knows he knows a little bit about this history a lot. He's not like a buffalo meat. So he knows a little bit about the history, right? But he's still being crazy. About buffalo meat, I have never tried buffalo meat, but I tried buffalo milk. I don't know if you guys tried that or not. But in China they sells it. Buffalo milk is pretty good for me because I tried it in coffee. Actually, to be honest, I'm not sure if the coffee was good or the milk was good because both of them were very good.
这个孟买给了英国人。以前孟买就是几个小岛，然后英国人填海把这些岛
Maybe
填起来，
it should be similar, right? Like again about the chewy thing, it's like based on how you cook it, right? How you marinate it. Like any meat can be tender as long as you marinate it properly.
现在孟买那个框架，
I'm
那
gonna
给了一杯小水
several
给
small
泡，
glasses
尝了
of
尝之
water,
后，
but this best one you can just ask him to change the water.
我是不敢喝。
You don't need to
我
drink
在
that.
印度留下1个月了，终于有一个正常点的。
So again, because he's spending a lot of money, he's like, oh, finally, someplace normal. So, so again, that's a little bit racist, right? Because for him, what is normal is going to expensive places, right? Then just that's your version of normal. Say it's normal for me, but so this is where like the racism of him shows. Like even though he's being polite, he's not being very rude. Like the last person we watched was very fucking rude, right? But this person is being polite, right? But he's still racist.
是了，就是孟买，它就是比较有这种现代化城市的感觉。吃完了，咱这样看多少钱啊？你看谁看？你看，加上服务费。
So these are just like pretending because he knows already the
我
bill.
一共是消费了281卢比，人民币65块钱左右吧。它是所有的豪华餐馆啊都有服务费，但它不能小餐。
And this is also not a luxury restaurant.
而且服务费10%，然后税什么之类的是5%。在富人区消费啊，你说就不能按那个来家人们这一顿英式早餐65块钱，你觉得亏吗？咱看好玩的，这个饭店好像现在推出了中餐是吧？河南面条挺好啊。大家看过《三傻大闹宝》？
The Three Idiots.
那个主演阿米尔汗的豪宅就距离我现在这个地方1点几公里，我准备打个出租车过去他的豪宅看看。都有钱人一天了，怎么还打出租车？打个出租车4轮的。
411.
2591，打上车了，家人们，不是不想。
So India has changed from the time I've been to. I've been to India like around maybe 15 years ago, 16 years ago, or 20 years ago. I just went to like two cities, Kolkata and Hyderabad. Oh, and also like the sea. I forgot the name of the sea. Fuck, my brains are lagging. So it's changed. Like now you can have a ride sharing app and things like that. That's the advancement of technology, right? A lot of things are changing.
车，这外边下雨了，不是特别好记号，整了半天没叫着，最后还是打了个公路车。但你看，来到孟买大城市，它这公路车都变得专业了起来，打表记分的。
So I don't really
给
know.
各位看我身后的这栋豪宅啊，就是好莱坞明星阿米尔汗的家。他当时买这个房子的时候啊，花了3.5亿印度，约合人民币2800万左右。我查了一下，由于他现在房子在装修，在他这个楼里啊又租了4
The
套房，
building.
一个月的租金是24万人民币。哎，顶上你看封起来那个地方，是不是就是他正在装修的家呀？从他家往那边延伸，全是这种豪宅。这边房价基本上是10万到20万一平，我搜了搜。但是这个豪宅对面怎么有这么多这个大爷在这蹲着玩啊？啊！但是阿米尔汗家对面的这个海边，怎么这个小垃圾这么带劲啊？你说阿米尔汗吧，
This is normal, okay? So if you go to any rich cities, like if you go to a rich part, on the opposite part, there's gonna be some poor places. So that's like normal thing. So not just like in India, every country is like that.
吃完饭出来溜达，是不是就在这个地方瞎溜达？完了看着这个脏脏的海，里边一片片的垃圾，挺有意思哈。他会作何感想呢？不过你看这边就确实变得像样了起来哈，跟想象中的印度不太一样。咱想象中的印度就是
Yeah, imagine. So look, he's saying, it's just being racist.
破破烂烂的印度。你看这海边
It looks like seaside kind of feels like Weihai. I've been to Weihai.
找了个威海的感觉是吧？年轻人什么的在溜达、谈恋爱啥的，但是还是出租车遍地。这个印度的电影产业相当给力，它一年能产出1500部电影，那不平均一天就是4部电影啊！你们知道印度最国宝的男演员是谁吗？我一直以为是这个阿米尔汗，其实不是，就是按历史地位排名的话，好像还不是特别靠前。而也是叫什么汗，啥什么汗，好像是我记着。
So he's talking about Shah Rukh Khan, right?
他们都住在这个区域，就大家都是邻居是吧？而且宝莱坞电影工业啊，这个规模好像比
Larger than Hollywood. So
好莱坞还要大。
I don't care about this thing. You still need to verify and
这
confirm
边
this.
公寓挺有意思，公寓建挺好啊，底下怎么一个废弃的一个垃圾山啊？像是一个哦，不对，那应该是个烂尾的楼。看这大娘干啥了？大娘也是休闲娱乐的是吧？怎么进去了？从这儿进去了？啊，遛狗了。这是小乌鸦，这么多乌鸦呢，这学高跷啊，那个意思啊。知道这个孟买有多割裂吗？就是我在这一片平均房价10万块钱人民币一平的这个富豪宅区啊，从那边坐地铁2站地就到贫民窟了，而且是世界上最大的贫民窟之一，亚洲最大贫民窟达拉维贫民窟，2.1平方公里。
So this is what is like in capitalistic countries. So this is the look of capitalism, right? So because of capitalism, you can see here, right? Mm, even though one part is very rich, everyone knows Mumbai has shit seashore and beaches. No, really, I haven't been to Mumbai, so I don't know. But so this is the how to say. Mm, a way you can say it is like this is how capitalism is. So one part is gonna be richer, and another part is gonna go down, and you're gonna see this in more countries that are more underclass people. Like for example, you have India, you have Bangladesh, you have Pakistan, then you have Sri Lanka, Nepal. So not just this, like you also have Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, all these type of countries. They're gonna have uh, because of capitalism and because of the abuse that is done by other countries to these countries, and I'm just giving few example of countries. So because of the abuse that is done into these countries, the country's upper class becomes more upper class and the lower class become more lower class. So this is normal in economical situation, and this is not a very good thing. So this is what he's describing, and this doesn't just happen in India. This happens all around the world. So this is something that I want to talk about, like about China. So in China, these things are very less. The reason for that, China is a socialist country. And what does socialism mean? Again, guys, remember, China is not a communist country. So some people might think that China is a communist country, but China, neither Russia nor any country in the world has ever been communist. The word communist means that a moneyless and a classless society. In China, in North Korea, in Russia, everywhere have class, everywhere have money. So none of these countries are communist. For example, in Russia, their vision was to build a communist country, but it was going through a transition period, right? So it reached socialism, but never reached communism. So China is a socialist country that is a socialism with Chinese characteristic. So it's kind of worked like Denmark, Like Nordic countries, it's like a social capitalism. I don't know how to say it. So it's a socialist country. So the land is not owned by people; it's owned by the government. So if you want to build a land, build a house, you cannot. So the wealth is distributed more better in China. Understand? Compared to other countries which are capitalist. So because of this distribution, better distribution, you see a lot of middle class people and neo-socialism. No, not neo-socialism. Okay. So the concept of any social concepts, understand, any social concept, not just capitalism, every social concepts are something that is always changeable. Okay, it's not hardly written on a book. Communism does not come from Karl Marx as well. Mm. Hi, welcome. So communism doesn't come from Karl Marx as well. Uh, so Karl Marx was inspired by someone else as well. So it has always been like that. So it's always forever evolving, forever changing. Make sense? So that's the thing. And because most of the countries in the world lean towards more capitalism, so that's why you don't see like better wealth distribution. So that is why you see something like that.
区里边挤了200万个人，就这么夸张。我喜欢这种，太好了。你说这个印度会不会也有那种私生饭啊？就是每天
You're social capitalist. Yeah, you can say that. Chinese eat dogs and bats. No, they don't. They don't. They don't.
那我说不太明显。
Stalking these celebrities and
漂亮
whatever.
这一片，小凳子、小鸟、小码头，孟买是印度的西海岸，它这个海啊是阿拉伯海，这个海的对面就是阿拉伯半岛，就是沙特阿拉伯、迪拜啊、阿联酋那块儿。但你看这么看视觉性好吧？这可往下一拉，这个地方也拉了是吧？全是垃圾啊！我天，这地方没人管吗？这不是富人区吗？你看这海浪拍打下来的小垃
Washed up
圾，你
waves.
这宝莱坞明星怎么遛弯啊？不过这是不是从侧面也反映了他这个国家的发展水平啊？就是可能确实没有更好的
Isn't
地
a
方，
better
就是
place.
现在最大城市最好的区域也就这样了。在这地方一溜达，小凉风一吹，还有点海边的慢。
Oh, this place looks beautiful. Coastal Manchester. There's no trash in China. There is trash in China, but it's well, how to say, you have to remember, you need to remember the GDP per capita of China and versus the GDP per capita of India. When you, uh, how to say, compare both of them, like GDP per capita of China is a lot higher, right? So because there it's a lot higher, so it's more distributed, well distributed, and you have to remember that all lands are in China owned by the government, and because the lands in China is owned by the government, so the government can establish anything they want, any way they want. Understand? So this is something that you don't see in capitalistic countries.
溜达在这个富人的街区里边，这个滴滴声都变少了，是吧？这应该是比较老的那种小独栋，已经废弃了。还有这种小姑娘开的精品小衣服店，这种店我在别的地方没见过，在印度的其他。
So this is he's lying, right? He's literally lying. There's a lot of shops on like this type of shops you can see everywhere in India, not just like in this part. Just he's just trying to portray like okay, only the rich people, only the upper class caste can live in rich places. So this is also a lie, right? So and this is not a particularly rich neighborhood in India. This is just like a medium neighborhood in India. If I'm wrong, you guys can correct me on this, but I can guarantee you this is just a medium neighborhood in India.
啥地方？这是个啥店啊？暂停小咖啡馆呗。说大哥服用白
Big Brother eating white people's breakfast.
人早饭了，哦，也不是白人饭，也是咖喱饭。
So because he sees a nice place, so in his mind automatically goes like, okay, so this should be like a white people place, blah blah blah, blah yada yada, right? Because he's racist. So again, just people eating normal food, people eating whatever they want.
都有好车，奥迪、奔驰、途途，哎，Super Me，这是个房地产开发商是吧？是吧？那个潮牌 Super Me 啊。Hilltop 这个地方就爬到了他富人小山坡的山顶了。哎，这个雕塑是啥意思啊？
I don't know. It's not really Chinese hate Indians or like Indian hates Chinese. It's so what happens in generally like what I seen. So based on my perception, okay. So this is not based on evidence. So there is a certain group of people, for example, neighbors, seems to always hate each other. India and China is neighbors, and another problem is like India wants to be the superpower, while China wants to be the superpower as well. So this goes back old history, right? There's a lot of history to it. So I will not explain the histories for now. Now I just want to explain some like arbitrary thing. For example, so neighbors in general hate each other, right? So it's not just like India hates China, China hates India, yada yada yada. You have border problems. You have has ideological problem. US has a lot of how to say, US have a lot of connection with India, and because in the US have India connection, China hates US, even though they don't actually hate US. So this is not about like India hates China or China hates India. It's about the perception to it. Understand? It's a perception that is built in order to control people. In real world, what happens is that most of the things are economical. So if you go to the real world, you can say, "Oh, India hates China, China hates India," while you can say like, uh, how to say? Wait, let me think. Like America hates China, China hates America, but both of them, all of them, have economical connections, economical tie to one another. So it's hate is just a way to win politics. It's a way to win elections, nothing else. Make sense, guys?
那意思区域所有人都在休息，禁止打扰，别摁滴滴，是吧？这家的主人看来是就喜欢养这个绿植。刚才我在往下走，旁边一个小区，有一个车左拐要进小区，然后我
One thing, South Korea, China has a showy culture, so anything ugly is hidden. Not really true. So the problem is like, for example, this is not a showy culture. Like, so Korea has $1 billion makeup industry, China doesn't. But the thing is, the thing you're trying to say is not just China and South Korea, but it's all over the world. Okay, so whenever we travel, just think of this. Like, uh, I remember the Dostoevsky's line, right? Like Dostoevsky once said in a way like this, right? Like, how to say? Even your emotion will be for sale. So nowadays, emotions are for sale. So for example, like think about me. I will tell you guys about me. So when I take a picture, I am showing the best picture that I can. I take 10 pictures. Among the 10 pictures, I'm gonna choose the first one, the one that is best. And I'm not just gonna choose that picture, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna make it look better. Understand? So that's not just the culture of China, Korea, but that's a culture of everyone. They're superior to others. They don't think that. So, so they don't. I mean, maybe some people do because they're racist, but not everyone does. Understand? So the thing I was trying to say, uh, wait, I forgot. So showy culture is among all of us. It is due to the social media instead. So this is due to capitalism as well. Understand? Capitalism uh, breeds people to show what they have. Understand? Because let's say you buy a $10 million car. Understand? And you buy a $1 million car. Both of it is a car. The purpose of both cars are to take you from one place to another place. Understand? So the value of both car are the same. Yet one car is $1 million, other car is $10 million. It is on India, just on India, because you guys have border conflict. I don't know. You guys have border conflict, cultural conflict, many other conflicts. That's why. Understand? And again, I'm just showing you guys the racist videos. I'm not showing you guys the normal videos. There should be normal videos as well. Understand? But yes, racism towards Indians is not just like higher in China or other country. It's everywhere. You can go to YouTube and search, right? I mean, it's mostly on YouTube more, but in Bilibili, it's also there. The reason for why there's a racist video towards Indian is because uh, Indian migration nowadays, right? The Bangladesh train is Indian train. What? What do you mean Bangladesh train is Indian train? Both of the train is overpopulated, not just Bangladesh train. I've been to Kolkata, guys. Remember that. I rode the train. So both of the trains are overpopulated due to mismanagement. So these are all different things, different concepts, understand? We can explain one by one. But India, like you can search. I mean, their racism, at least like normal racism. Like you can watch like his racist videos, right? So this is like a white man, and he goes to India and he says like, "Oh, India sucks. Don't ever come here." Yada yada yada. I went back to India. So 6 months in India taught me about life, yada yada yada. So there is racist video to a Chinese smells funny. Uh, not really. Every country's people smells funny to a certain extent to other cultures' people. Understand? Uh, for example, so every country's people will smell funny to other cultural people. For example, like uh, it depends. I bet you smell like a hot dog water. I don't know how hot dog water smells, right? So yeah, yeah, people are just being racist now. Okay, let me explain one concept at a time, right? So your smell is due to your food habits, right? So if you eat a lot of spices, you're gonna have that type of smell. So whenever you go to another culture and they don't have that distinct smell, so they consider that as bad. I also don't know how spoiled onion smells.
它从肤色来看就是
Okay,
比较白
we go back to the
目前
video,
看
right?
下里消费
Video.
有什么黄了就黄了，其实他妈就是咸了。
Why this?
这人这么说呢，这是个大学是吧？再看后边流浪汉大哥，光小的
Why this video went so far away?
最大城市最好的区域，
Okay, start watching from here.
溜达在这个富人的街区里边，这个滴滴声都变少了，是吧？这应该是比较老的。
Again, so you're doing reverse racism, understand? So you're saying Chinese are weird. For example, I can guarantee you, people who are in poverty all are similar. It's not about Chinese, it's not about Americans, it's about not about anyone. Biologically, everyone is the same, right? Our genetic component are all the same. We are not that different from one another. It's just in one part of the place, sunshine brighter, one part of the place, sunshine less. That's all the difference between a Chinese person or a China, like a how to say, like an American person or Indian person, so anyone. So the thing is, like, this is the same as like this video, right? He's saying like, oh, Indians are weird. You're saying Chinese are weird. No one is weird. Understand? You have to remember that. It's just that we're poor. That's all. If you're poor, you're gonna be weird. Chinese are goofy. How?
那种小独栋里的废弃
Right? You have to tell me like
小
how.
姑娘开的精品小衣服店，这种店我在别的地儿没见过，在印度的其他地方。这是个啥店啊？暂停小咖啡馆。
And again, guys, remember this is just one party. Why am I'm racist because they're racist to us Indians. But again, you how to say, being racist to another person does not mean that how to say, like for example, okay, let me explain to you guys like a very simple way. Just because two wrong doesn't make one right. Just because he's racist doesn't mean we're gonna go and be racist to his people. I mean, like you don't see like all Chinese people. There's 1.4 billion people in China, just like there's 1.5 billion people in India, right? Not all of Indian people are racist. Not all of Chinese people are racist. There are a lot of normal people as well. Understand? So it's just, but for example, because of internet, we get to see the racist videos.
大哥服用白人早饭了，啊，也不是
For you, but I got so fun.
也是咖喱饭，那都是好车。
Oh my god, the AI is not working, guys.
图图，哎 ，Super Me，这是个房地产开发商是吧？是吧？那个潮牌 Super Me 啊，
The AI is not working. Oh, this is the
就待了1个月，没有一次见过礼让行人的，我就自觉的站在那里，我让这个车先走。
I feel it more that these days few cultures. For these few cultures, they have this kind of like teenage girls beauty standards, like anything beautiful and bully, anything ugly, not the same. But the thing is, you have to understand the concept of beauty.
就是这个
What
车一
is
倒
beauty, right? Beauty is again a product of capitalism as well. Understand? Now beauty is this, then beauty will be that. Understand? But again, if you actually come to China, you will see like a lot of like university student. How to say? If you come to China, you'll see a lot of university student, and you see like most of them does not even wear makeup. They don't do anything. Understand? They're just focused on studying, doing their things, and high school students don't wear makeup as well. But again, there are different type of people everywhere. Understand?
我就求那个司机，那司机得给我摆手，叭叭叭让我先走，我靠，一辆大奥迪，这1个月来
Yes, of course. For example, like I'm watching his video, right? I'm watching his video and I can criticize him. I can call him a racist. For example, he's a racist. That's normal, right? So we can criticize him. You can say anything about him, anything you want, because he's a racist and he's a normal racist guy, right? And we have like a higher quality racist, for example, this one. Wait, I don't think you guys can see, right? There are more, like for example, he is like a more racist guy. But again, let's continue the video because I want to explain like what type of racism they're doing, why are they doing this, and how are they doing it. Okay.
让行人在孟买的豪宅区，这是没给我印度之行留一个好印象是吧？但是白搭发生了那些事儿啊，听哥永远也忘不了。怎么骗我的？怎么弄我钱了？怎么恶心我了？我永远忘不了。从他的别墅区到餐馆、咖啡馆聚集地中间这条小路上，有很多这种卖菜的。看来人民群众的生活最基本的需求是吧？还是买菜做饭啊，卖盆儿了啥的。大家别看这个店面小啊。觉着哎呀，这还不是我们的县级市。
Worse than any other. This is even worse than any other level of prefecture level
是地
cities
级市的，但是就是能
with
上
sign.
带门头的、明码标价的卖东西的店，在整个印度就很少。我之前去那些地方，他妈就是小卖部，买什么都是小卖部，一站
So again, like he's
就解
it's
决。
okay. I already say this a lot of
机
time.
会，除非是那个可乐瓶上写着30卢比4，你才能有理有据的给他讲价。要不他说卖你50就是50，纯纯卖方市场。哎我天，这是一个洗衣服的店啊！哦呦，这太难得了。
Like Fu Yang, what's that?
这是我第二次见洗衣服的店，第一次见是在瓦当纳洗。
Why you don't like Chinese people, by the way? Sesame chicken, egg roll, egg Fu Yang, sesame chicken,
这礼物都没找着。哎呀，
Kung Pao chicken.
从富人区出来没多久，就碰见要饭了。我刚才又缠着我要饭。
All of them have different Chinese name in China.
讨厌的就是扒了，我好像说过很多次了。哎呀，这全是要饭了。哎呀，那后边姐的就是追着hello 就要饭扒了，富人区
Pulling you, pulling.
这也不行啊，这不一样闯红灯吗？还跟着小哥一块过呢，他这个红绿灯哈不大管用。
So he's saying traffic light is not very efficient. That's everywhere, right?
这不过永远过不来。但是小公交站挺好啊，再看后边流浪汉大哥，光晓得公交车这么一站，小姐姐正儿八经等公交车了。就孟买这个地方的酒店哈，我真是震惊了。我之前不是在缅甸体验有钱人一天，
It doesn't explain that they
花
like
了
you know,
500多
it's
块
kind
钱
of
住了一
flying
个
again.
全国家最好的酒店之一嘛。但是在这个地方哈，500多块钱连好酒店的零头都不够。你在缅甸住那种级别的5星酒店，
level.
至少得2、3千块钱。就是你要想住个正儿八经点儿像样的标间儿，就全系那种水平吧，大概也得有个800-900、1000块钱。所以这次听说就不换酒店了，上面是卖啥的，好热闹啊！怎么这么多小姑娘在这排队啊？我发现这个印度人啊，毛发是挺旺盛的。自从我出来溜达当视频博主之后，大家看来听说这个头发是越
Teen hair is getting
来越稀疏了。白天溜达，晚上
okay, so it's just like advertisement.
看一下二维码那个意思。
My friend mom went to China and opened an American Chinese restaurant. Millionaire now. Makes sense. It's because of their misunderstanding of Indian thought media. Which country are you from? None of your biz.
这是个学校，这印度公交车也五花。
Let's count in all shapes and
特别豪华。
but these are particular. These there are also that are particular battle.
有种这个战损的，但他这个战损啊，跟
But this level of wear turn compared to
加在一
Bangladesh.
起，那简直是不值一提啊！那小卖部大哥这买2瓶水，我说大哥挺实在，也不跟你多要钱。哎，你看他顶上，在这封面上都写着多少钱，就防止他坑你是吧？我买了个小士力架，杯架顶上写10卢比。Thank you，这些东西啊，就对俺没价格了。这些小孩儿天天买这东西吃，我也不知道这是吃啥。你看这个乐事上也是，那都写10卢比。再回到我的小宾馆了，大家看看我这个小宾馆多少钱。I get my cake。OK，Thank you。无法的小钥匙，因为他今天早上给我打扫了我房间，所以把钥匙留在这儿。无法间226电脑，小枕头，还有个小空调，还有一个小桌子，这儿有个桌子。 也没有干湿的问题吧，但是干热啊。最棒的是这还有个窗户，来看窗外的风景吧。刚才我这个酒店多少钱啊？300块钱，就这么一间屋，
300
实在是
RMB.
没有别的便宜地儿了。咱回来稍作休息，一会儿继续出影院。房间是相当的气派。米的路嘛，一共花了32块钱，全是大牌啊，这什么包的路嘛，一共这孟买这个地方打车还不便宜，我刚才打了有个7、8公里的路吧。
Take an example of a girl, those who cultures is a 710, she will be automatically 11 in the rest of the world just because their standards has been set up so high. Not really, not true. So, uh, the, the way you're thinking makes sense, but again, beauty is set up by other people. Understand? So, Indian girls are thought as beautiful as well. At certain point, now it's Chinese girls are thought as beautiful. Certain point, like it's gonna be like thought as every girl is gonna be thought as beautiful at a certain point. So beauty is a product of capitalism. It's not a standard that you maintain. So like, what is your standard? What is beautiful to you is based on what you see on the media, what people tells you what that is beautiful. It is has nothing to do with reality. Understand? Yes, beauty is subjective. So something that is beautiful to you maybe is not beautiful to me, maybe it's not beautiful to other people. And if like Korean girls were that beautiful, Chinese girls were that beautiful, so every girl in Korea and China would be like a top celebrity, top model in like Western countries, right? Like if that was true, like a 7 and 10. So almost like half of the world would be just Chinese model, no one else, right? Thank you. So that's the thing.
一共花了32块钱，全是大牌啊，这什么 Burberry 啊、吉米臭啊、GUCCI 啊、Zara 呀，这进入还得过安检，这太严格了哈。是有点小权的这种保安啊，就特
And they love to pick on people.
他好找事儿，知道吧？他有时候一看你拍东西，他不让你拍，或者让你这那这的。其实他妈就是闲了他，还搂不着钱也不咋的，他就是闲了他。所以我先别拍了，进去再拍吧。我看一点也没说错吧？那保安闻着味儿就来了。安检到补的时候，他就给那个安检口的人说，这个人有一个摄像机。安检那个人说你不行，不能带摄像机进。那个保安还不给我说英语，他给我说印地语，我说我听不懂。旁边小哥给翻译了一下，说他问你上哪，我说我上商场，我还能上哪？现在这个年代，人人都有手机，我带不带摄像机了？他想拍张照还咋地？后来那小哥说，你就给他说，你就是进去逛逛商场就没事了。然后给那保安说了一声，那保安咔给我一摇头。
So what he's saying, I don't really believe his words that much because he's a little bit racist. So I don't know if it's true that you cannot film inside a shopping mall.
厉害啊！竟然
That'd be very weird.
那边吉米这边女厕所不是男厕所了，我得找地方去个去去啊！你看这地方下午喝下午茶了，大家真漂亮，金碧辉煌了。我这印度待了1个月，完这种场景一进来还有点懵了。往哪走？厉害！什么那个维多利亚的秘密屌，什么牌都有啊！难道在这儿喝下午茶的就都是印度的婆罗门高种姓？
So like he's shocked by having brands in India. I mean that's a little bit stupid as well. So are they all Indian Brahmins? So Japan has more supermodel than China, most likely. So he's saying like, are they all Brahmins, right? Really, it's true. It's the law. What percentage? Percentage of Indian people are Brahmin? Just 5% of Indian people are Brahmins. So in his mind, only Brahmins can be rich. Because I don't know, maybe he watched just one video about India and then like make a video as well. Like little bit stupid. Is better Korean ramen? Korean ramen, I don't know. I've never been to Korea, so I cannot say. But I can say like Korean food is pretty famous in China. Like everywhere you go, there's Korean and Japanese food. Like every restaurant, every Waimai you search, I can show you guys. Well, let me see. Like, let me translate first. Korea don't like Chinese. It's not true, guys. Korean people don't like anyone. They don't even like themselves. I'm just kidding. So, yes, a lot of people in Korea doesn't like Chinese people. A lot of Chinese people don't like Korean people because they have cultural conflict. So basically, no one in the world likes anyone, right? Where is my mate one? Oh my god, I think I don't have mate one in this phone. Please, please. Oh, I have, I have. So Korean food. Right? You can see here. Right. Right. This is called Japanese don't like Koreans. Also, Japanese people don't like anyone. I am richer than most of my neighbors. Yeah, see? So, but in his mind, because he watched like a video, I understand. So, this is, by the way, guys, it's an app called Meituan. So, here you can order food like delivery food. So, you see, I just search Korean food. So, if I want to order like a Korean noodles, I can as well. So, these are the groceries, but I want to search for food. Korean foods are everywhere in China, everywhere. Korean barbecue is very, very popular in China. I often go to Korean barbecue, by the way, because it's a buffet. Hi, welcome, guys. Welcome to the live stream. Because it's a buffet, so I will often go there and eat Korean buffet. I really like it. I like buffet. I don't know why.
这个的话，它从肤色来看，确实比
Does appear quite fair. So in his mind, I mean, whose skin tone is quite fair? So in his mind, the whiter you are, so the whiter you are, that means how to say? In his mind, Brahmins are all white, right? I mean, that's just plain stupid, right? I don't know what type of racism is this. This is a very unique way of racism, right? I mean, are they white? So in his mind, the blacker you are, the more worse you are. There's Chinese buffet where I live. Really? What type of Chinese buffet? In China, there is no Chinese buffet. You know? Really? Buffet? Sorry. Most of the Brahmin in my village do have a very low level of job on a paycheck and to paycheck basis. So again, guys, caste system does still exist in India, but it was abolished and doesn't mean that like if someone is Brahmin, automatically they're rich. No, not like that. I mean, just he's just being stupid and racist. Like this is purely racist, right? He's saying talking about like skin color. Like if you're a Brahmin, you're white skin. Like how? What magic happening here? So that's just he's an idiot.
不行，咱也下去消费一把。印度是个皮肤差距极大的国家，它真正的
The genuine middle class only accounts for 4 to 5%. I don't think that's true as well. Middle class percentage in India. It should be fairly low, right? 31%. So what the fuck he's talking about?
中产阶级只占4%到5%。严格意义上来讲，年收入超
The wealthy with an annual income exceeding 1 million yuan account for less than 1%. Yes, that's probably true.
过100万元的富人，只占1%不到，而这95%的老百姓啊，也平时也享受不了这种高端场所的。
That's not probably true, but that is true to a certain extent, but not the way he's trying to say it, because his version of it is a racist version, right? But the problem is like what he's saying is to a certain extent is true, but he's portraying it in a very, very fucking weird way. So that is a problem with another. This is a very big problem with the like a type of racist who are like a weird type of racist. Understand? So what they do is like they say some truths and mix it with the lies, like, and the vibe they create is all it's like an Andrew Tate level of stupidity. I don't know if you guys know Andrew Tate or not. So, like, what Andrew Tate says at on the surface is true, right? Like, oh, work hard, do gym, go school, yada yada yada. But then it's mixed with the racist shit. That's the problem.
所以这地方一上来吃饭了好多啊，必胜客、肯德基，这个美食广场。 是吧？咱们以前从这儿吃点饭，又是素食什么之类的。这哎方是哇哦 China，这个天，这估计看这意思应该像是印度
It seems like there is probably Indian version of Chinese food, like Taco Bell.
版的中餐。擦口味哦，品种非常的丰富嘛，这个咱都看不懂，不知道是啥。
I can also.
香蕉叶呗。哎呦，这是碰见一个正儿八经的中餐馆吧，或者是餐馆。还有拉面了，我靠，不行，我得弄一个，这边感觉像是一个酒吧是吧？还有这个得了，yes，哎我天，这太好了啊！你看这小桌子，还有这小灯笼，yes hello，OK，thank you，太棒了，这太到位了，一下子穿越回国了。小歌这是才中文歌，这什么歌啊？
I have no idea, but please don't sing. I don't want that you. I don't want this video to get demonetized. So let's skip ahead.
Thank you，看要水给我，咱还要是纯净水喝。
Our purified
来
water,
看看菜单吧，来个40块钱。好，哟，
corn soup, vegetable chicken, crab, hot and sour soup, vegetable chicken, seafood soup. So another thing, like in India and China, there's of course a lot of mixture of cultures. Like Indian and Chinese cultures are quite similar, and their foods are also quite similar. Also, they have like a Chinese Indo cuisines and other things like that.
不便宜啊，没事，咱今天有钱那一天这个不要紧，40块钱一个。我来碗这面条吧，有荞气。
你们包了
香锅面，香锅面是哪儿的？dim sum，咱不先不看点心，哟，点心不便宜啊，哈糕是什么？60块钱一份。
Another thing I want to say, like this restaurant have no people, so I think their food is not that good. If their food was good, people will be there.
饺子60块钱一份，这是有点融合的感觉了。我看着菜单，你们听听歌，看能听出来什么歌？红包
First, Ray of Dawn, 小笼包。
60元，猪肉小笼包65元。Yes, can I order now? Yeah. One of the kung pao chickens, the chicken soy ramen. Chicken soy. Yes, that's it. 它这个水多钱啊？我估计这水也得不便宜，刚才忘了看看了。但是它确实是现拧开的，所以喝就喝了吧。有钱人必须得喝瓶装水，不，但没钱人咱在这也得喝瓶装水，今天喝高级的瓶装水。但是可是它为什么一
But why on earth did they serve me a whole plate of sauce?
上来给我上了这么一盘子酱料啊？还给了3个小勺，这个腌的小脆萝卜、小辣椒、小啥的。反正这个小餐馆是挺有情调的吧？你看这顶上写着茶，那边恭贺新春是吧？来干杯啊！中餐馆敬大家1个月没吃中餐。我点了个宫保鸡丁，不是，这也太大了吧？你看我的手，看我的手机，看我的拳头，不是我1.83米大个，你给我上这么多，我吃不了啊！这一份好像是60多块钱吧，这我吃不了啊，这太大了啊！老师，你这不行，咱拿个勺子，你拿个筷子，咱俩一块吃。这菜太大了，我吃不了啊！给的这小料倒是不少啊，那菜给了这么少，倒是挺好，有筷子。咱尝尝宫保鸡丁怎么样？闻着味道是对的。味道也还行吧，是中餐那个味儿，但是它酱放的太多了，我感觉它蚝油、酱油、生抽都会的放。OK。So that's potato, this onion, and spring onion. OK, thank you。齐菜了啊，家人们，我点了一个鸡肉拉面，这也太大了，你看，就是一个和我拳头一样大的碗，顶上是几块小鸡肉，小豆芽，超小的豆芽。我这是番茄味儿。
Looks good.
对这个面应该也不多，一口给了一点往上撒的小料子，咱也不知道是啥，咱就都搞里头吧，开始服用吧。闻着还可以，我可以搞里头。这个小碎碎咱少来点儿。里边还有个
The food looks good, of course.
我吃了得了。还尝里边的小鸡腿肉。
I'm hungry, guys.
有可能是它标
I
准
literally
太高
want
了，
to
因
eat.
为点的是中餐，在缅甸吃那个膳宝菜，咱就没有这种感觉。虽然也不好吃，但是咱对它的要求没那么高。这东西可能期望越高，失望越大了。我保守估计我这顿饭啊，150块钱，咱吃的是个环境是吧？这环境多优雅。
This is another thing that I notice about China. Even if you go to like a luxury restaurant, the foods are not that expensive. The foods are quite reasonable. So this is something like for example, in China, like one of the best coffee shops are like Lucking. So if you go to like a shopping mall and the Lucking shop is like very very big, doesn't matter. The prices are gonna be the same. So this is something that I like about China.
它这个面 还没咱那随便买个泡面好吃呢。它除了一点辣味儿，什么味儿也没有，而且还没有口感可言。在印度出现了史上最难吃面条，好多史上第一次，史上最难吃的火车盒饭，还有史上最恐怖火车站，史上最短时间之内收集最多种类的骗子，都是在印度。
So he's saying all of the bad things he suffered is in India. So again, uh, I mean, I've been to India, nothing happened to me. So why all the bad things? I mean, okay, that's also a little bit racist to say, but why all the bad things happens to him? Maybe the reason for that is because he's a racist and a bit of an asshole.
账单来了，同志们，加上服务费和税一共是177，
That's a lot of money.
160块钱，就这个逼玩意儿。今天中午这个电视。
The reason there is a reason, okay? So racism towards Indians is all time high now. Understand? It's all time high now, and because of this reason, so a lot of people make racist video towards Indians, not just like him, or like everyone is trying to get on that one, right? So like I show you on the YouTube, right? Like the white people, it's like bald, and he's saying like, oh, the only nice thing about India is the colonizers, yada yada yada. So at least like his racism is like a low quality racism, and he's trying to be a nice guy, but he's still being an idiot because he doesn't know anything. I don't know. Maybe he knows, but he's still like a stupid person, right? Because he's basically a stupid, literally illiterate, who doesn't know anything about anything, right? Like I don't know, like just doesn't even have the basic concept correct. But here, what he's saying is true. I can tell. I told you this restaurant is gonna be shit because there's no people here.
30块钱一个亿，我操！除了装修好看，其他一无是处。外边下着小雨，外边也是高楼大厦呀。叔大爷的进来逛逛，哎，感觉这里边人这么少呢？怎么？这是卖啥的？这是卖茶叶的吗？这叫啥来？卖眼镜的。Uniqlo 这边小花衬衣是180，这个东西应该全世界都大差不差，这个价格。那小那个衬衣是270来块钱吧。这种小店我是一点也不愿意逛，我就是为了进来给大家拍拍。鬼灭之刃80来块钱，居酒屋全是日本酒，里边还真是有不少顾客呢。现在哦，白人小姑娘小和服，我估计里边还真是有不少顾客呢。现在哦。
A white customer, little girl.
白人小姑娘小和服，我估计他这边的服务员应该也是找的那种东北方地区的，那种长得比较东亚脸孔的是吧？好不容易找了厕所，咱上厕所去。那么他这只有女厕，男厕特别少，这是不是就是害怕外面那些流浪汉啥的进来蹭厕所啊？OK，thank you so much。小菜单就厉害是吧？哎呦我天呐！鸡尾酒最便宜是70，啤酒60，那全是酒精类的。有玛莎拉茶，我的最爱玛莎拉茶。然后为什最后喝一个最贵的版本，350卢比，我一般都喝10卢比的。估计喝茶的时候很少有人点这个玛莎拉茶，跟我一样有病的。Yes, can I have a masala chai? Yes，你看我后边小姑娘是不是挺白的？
So fuck him, and he's obsessed with white girls. I don't know why.
这应该都是属于比较高种性的。咱这稍微坐一会儿，一会儿还有大腿。我搜了一下，他这个国家最牛逼的影院就在这个商场里。我在这感受一下好莱坞的电影有点亏了。然后我还买了一个最贵的版本的票，听说的里边就是沙发。哎呀，起菜了，家人们，要了一个这个小小的小马芬，我看还给接了杯水。这么豪华的商场里边给的这个饮用水应该能喝吧？我试试。这是我这1个月以来第一次在饭馆饮用他给倒的这个饮用水。小姑娘讲究还给拿个小勺，这咱直接拿着啃得了。咱用小勺吧，好不容易消费一把，别删泡了，是吧？
So another thing is because he don't think Indian people are human. That's why he scrutinizes everything that Indian people does. I can guarantee you, if you go to a very expensive restaurant in another country, it's gonna be the same shit. Yet he's not gonna scrutinize everything because he would think that these people are people.
甘甜啊，哎，你说这里边多好啊！你说这商场里边多繁华，多豪华。我他妈想不明白他为什么不让拍呢？这个印度人不是特别想把自己美好的一面、强大的一面展现给全世界吗？我这穿着印度队板球队的球衣，拿着小摄像机，这一看就是他妈大网红啊，是吧？20万粉丝的网红，他给他拍宣。
Promote because you're being fucking racist though. You're not like promoting. You are just being racist without like understanding that you're racist because you're so fucking idiot that you don't even understand that you're stupid.
帅，这不对他群存的正向作用吗？你这个东西他应该给我发工资，我跑这里来自己掏腰包，花了大几百块钱，又是看电影，又是吃甜点，拍他的金碧辉煌的大商场，这他真是他得给我发钱。我看他妈这的，又是不让打摄像机了，又是这那的。我这经历了这1个月以后，我总结出来了，这帮人啊。全是小聪明，这些人全是小聪明，就各种各样的事儿，就是越是底层的人啊，他越干出这种事儿来。所以我理解了他这边印度之前那些圣贤，说这个国家从经济上穷好解决，但是这些人从思想上穷，他就不好解决了这个问题。因为好多人他就从根儿上他就是个穷人，他的思维就固定在这儿了。他就是在乎这些蝇头小利，他就是不想逆天改命，他就是不。
Oh my god, is he doing like a capitalistic propaganda? So is he Chinese? I don't know. I don't understand. So I mean like China is a socialist country, so I mean like a person who's from a socialist country. I mean, have you never heard about Chairman Mao, what he talks about or anything? Like what's happening to this person? Is he like a whitewashed person? Like I mean, he talks about white girls being fair skin and yada yada yada, so he's pretty obsessed with white people, right? So maybe that's why his mind is a little bit weird.
想当一个正儿八经的现代文明社会的这么一个现代人，他就是想着就是穷折腾，那个写菜了，家人们哦，这么细啊，一壶是吗？合适，太好了。然后保温是吗？Thank you 这是一个什么 Jerry Walmart 顾问的 America Soldiers，就是美式咖啡的由来是吧？二战时候美军在意大利什么这那的，还有点小故事。哎呀，我天，忘拍照了，还来了个印度电话，奇怪了，漂亮。跟外边8毛一杯的没有什么给的小甜饼。但是我不知道这个印度人往外移民都是移的高种姓啊，还
I don't know this, or is it just ordinary people?
是就普通人往外咔咔的润啊？有没有在加拿大的笔友
What?
都是移给的小
Probably true.
8毛一杯的没有什么给的小甜饼？但是我不知道。
But I don't know this. Are Indians who immigrate mostly from the higher class? Mm, again, caste has nothing to do with it. Understand? I mean, yes, caste has something to do with it, but not all the things are about caste. I don't know what is his mind, just like only caste, 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 caste,
印
caste.
度人往外移民都是移的高种姓啊，还是就普通人往外咔咔的润啊？有没有在加拿大的笔友能给我个解？
Yeah, so okay, I know what he's doing now. So he's just doing like a white guy racism. So this is called proxy racism, right? So he's doing racism for a white guy. Understand? Because he watched a lot of videos in internet and he watched like white people doing racism. So that's what he's just doing. So this is now it makes sense. Like his videos and the way he talks, everything makes sense. Like he's a racist, but in a different way. So he's just doing racism based on the white guy.
解答我这个问题。家人们来菜单了啊，加上服务费和税，一共是消费了767卢比，就是70块钱人民币，还行啊，是吧？哦，我这喝了半天，我才明白过来，他这个是这个 Sun Riches，就是那个瑞吉酒店是吧？是万豪旗下那个高端酒店下边的，就相当于他酒店大堂那个咖啡馆。看这边的逛街的女同志穿着打扮就跟其他地方不一样。印度这个地方众所周知是吧？它有这个癖好，在这孟买，甚至还见着了从健身房出来穿瑜伽裤的小姑娘，从来没见过在其他城市，说明这个地方非常现代，非常现代化。进电影院又过一遍安检，又把我的小香烟和小火机给我没收了，换了个条上出来之后在门口拿。但是那到处都是安检，我天呐，不知道以为是战争年代呢。他这个电影上还真挺舒服的，边上的哥们儿女朋友进上嘴了，然后被工作人员给缠住了，行。人家这个影院的厨房就属于是
Right, kitchen.
是吧？那在外边让你看着他做，看人家电影散场那小姑娘小伙子，反正我自
So
己
he's going to a cinema.
我这个听我点菜啥的是吧？你这还太高级了，这有钱人会享受啊，印度的，这是个正儿八经的菜单，提拉米苏30，冰咖啡35。给人利好，该人才利人。你看那边墙上留学机构的广告还打着，入席了咱找找咱的座，这真是够豪华的。 C5看，哇塞，你看主播，
I think it looks
喜欢你这
pretty yum.
这冻着，看着外边点菜吃饭，你看我最牛逼的一个。这儿，你开灯关灯，你来看这边跳。没吃什么东西。这是蜡笔小新出了一个印度的剧场版的，跟他的好朋友们来印度玩了，是吗？
So he's watching Xinjiang.
电影
Stood up collectively. Oh, that's nothing. That's normal.
电影看完了就去，
People are being nice.
电影看完了就去。孩子原来是大家点了饭来，在他这儿就是每天早上起来见，找他爹要钱，他匹配了一个来自印度最南边克拉拉这个手腕。
Oh, yeah, I don't want to watch this video anymore.
然后这个希德里的小贩儿
He's like 24/7 high on some shit. So that's a very good way to say it. So yeah. So basically what he's just doing is like doing a proxy proxy racism because he watch a lot of like a YouTuber or like a other YouTubers or other like popular videos, and then later on he did like, okay, so I'm gonna just do some proxy racism. So I want to show you guys like a red note. So not all of them are like racist videos, right? So here you can see like a normal videos. So normal people, see people going to India, yada yada yada, like this, and then you have some little bit racisms as well. Oh, I know this guy. I watched his video before. This person. So it's gonna be not that racist, right? Then you have Douyin. It's gonna be a little bit more racist, I think, comparatively. But okay, guys. So that's all for today. Maybe tomorrow we can do another live stream and watch some other videos. But thank you guys. Thank you for those who watched. I hope you guys can share your comments. And again, guys, remember this video is just analysis about one person, not about entire China. Yes, maybe the you can say my title. There is no such thing as the social credit in China. It's just a fake thing, by the way. This is also a fake thing. Social credit system. Okay, so that's all for today, right? So remember the thing I want to say, like maybe my how to say my title is a little bit misleading, but again, that's just to get clicks and views, yada yada yada. So I apologize for that, and the amount of racism due to math, me, no, I don't do any drugs. I just drink alcohol. So, anyways, guys, that's all. Other things I wanted to say, but we can say it tomorrow, next day, other day, because I want to go and eat, guys. I want to go cook and eat. So, see you guys next time. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.